What's up, good people out there in YouTubian land or YouTubeville? It is your humble hosts and most gracious assistants in all things living in the private, the Badwolf. And I thank each and every one of you guys for being here. Let's get going. All right, so this particular video is for those people, educationally speaking, entertainment purposes, who may have accidentally filled out a W-2 the wrong way. Or maybe your employer didn't give you a W-2 or a 1099-R. We're going to take a look at that. All right. Now, this is relatively new for me. So we're going to give you basic information as of this point. We're going to call this information up to date, but educational use and informational only. That being said, if you guys see anybody using any of my materials or information in any type of negative way or calling me outside of my name, that is defamation, please use the button over there to report their video to YouTube. Thank you in advance. For those people out there, there's usually only like 3 or 4 or 5 that thumbs down all of my videos. So thank you for those people who thumbs up all of my videos, because it's 900% more of you guys than them. There are a lot of haters out there. So as always, I have the disclaimer that I am not presenting anything as fact. It is educational information only, right from the source, without my interpretations of what it should be from my perspective, but what is. So thank you in advance, once again, to all those people who do hit the thumbs up and like my videos. With that being said, let's also take a look at, if you guys want to know more about this world of how to live privately as a state citizen and a national of the United States, per 8 U.S.C. 1401A for most of us, you're more than welcome to stay around. Anybody else, haters and trolls alike, exit stage left. This is not for you, so why even come here and put a thumbs down? And for the clowns out there who want to take my information and use it in a negative way on their videos, chopping and splicing things up to make me look all crazy, you guys are clowns and traitors to the United States and to this movement and to people of the same race. Or you are a traitor to the United States of America, because you, in fact, are operating in state law, which there's nothing wrong with. But no matter how many crappy little videos you try to make of me, it doesn't get rid of the Constitution, which is the supreme law of the United States of America, and supersedes and is the foundation of the state's laws that you, as attorneys or whatever else, or lawyers, are standing on to be able to use. Because without this and the documents that support this, you wouldn't be here. And that's why we've got that little snafu, shall we call it, with the 13th and 14th Amendment that you guys want to ignore, because your people burned down the White House and tried to get rid of all the documents and then rewrote some things. Clever trick you guys did there with the American people and system. But we'll leave that alone for now. For the rest, if you guys want to join me on TikTok, I'm there under James C Lovett or the Badwolf. You should be able to find me pretty easily. I'm also on Telegram, Badwolf Unincorporated, Facebook, Badwolf, the Badwolf Unincorporated, Instagram, same thing. All right. So, but no matter which platform you guys find me on, unless you're 100% sure it's me, and here's how you'll know, because I won't ask you for money. I won't ask you, have you done crypto trading? I won't ask you to send anything but to go and do all your business through BlackSite32 or jamesclovett.com. Don't be fooled by people misspelling the names of usernames and various platforms out there pretending to be me or somebody else. All right. I'll never ask you guys for money. If you guys do want to spend money, it should be great. BlackSite32.com. You can donate. PayPal, right to James C Lovett at yahoo.com. We've got free files page 1, free files page number 2. We've got services and discounts, merchandise. Available on those sites as well as on, was it Spreadshirt? Yeah, I think you can go there and find me on there. Otherwise, it's on my Black Site 32. And if you guys want your own, you guys can go to my merch shop and get your own merch shop for free. Just use the link at the bottom of my page and you'll get it. All right. Now, finally, without further ado, let's get into the video. So once again, this particular video is for those people who want to utilize, since I find it, form 4852. So let's take a look at that. Let's see what we've got goings. What's the goings ons is? Form 4852 is a substitute for W-2, wages and taxes. Okay. Now, some people have indicated to me that this form is great, other than what I already talked about earlier. If you believe and do your own research, contact the CPA or accountant or your financial professional before doing anything whatsoever mentioned on any of my videos and files and etc. That the 4852 can be utilized to go back and correct. So if you fill out your W-2 and you've worked the last year or two, I think it might go up to 3, but don't quote me on that. I think it's a year for sure. And you feel that you have filled it out incorrectly, especially because you were trying to live in the private. It has been brought to my attention that upon filling that out properly, you may be entitled to a refund if you then fill it out with the proper exemption, marked exempt and 0 as a private natural citizen or state citizen or national. You possibly could attach a W-8BN to it as well, but using the W-2, I've heard this. Okay. So let's get back to it. Let's take a quick look and see what we can find on our own. Now, of course, none of their files are going to tell you specifically what you're in the words you want to find, but let's take a look and see what they say here. Okay, let's say, what is this form, blah, 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 for? It serves as a substitute for the W-2 or the W-2C. I don't know, I haven't used the C. 1099-R and it's completed by taxpayers or their representatives when the employer or payer does not give them a W-2 or Form 1099-R. An employer or payer has issued an incorrect, or if the employer or payer has issued an incorrect W-2. Says here that you can see, instead of using 4852, see if they will reissue a no W-2, which would be fine moving forward from this point forward. This doesn't go back, just doing a new W-2. Okay. So let's take a look now at the form. All right. So let's make it larger. Oh, yeah. That's what she likes. And okay, IRS can help you because IRS will get on their AZZ and be like, hey, what's going on? So, as education, how I would fill it out would be as such. Okay. Enter year in space provided and check one box. I have been unable to obtain or receive or have received an incorrect. Okay, so we'll say W-2. They didn't provide it, or I think that the W-2 is filled out wrong when I filled it out. Okay. Now you'll have to do your own research to find out how far back you can go and do this. But I'm going to assume it's only within the year because the other ones have been submitted. But could you possibly use this to redo a different year? Well, then that might open a whole new can of worms because then the whole thing has to be redone. I've heard you can, and you get a refund for those things when you correct it. Okay. I have been notified by the IRS of this fact. The amount shown on 7 and 8 line are estimates. Because if you don't, they don't contact you, they will estimate. Employer, employers or payers, 10 if known. All right. Now, from people that have informed me of this, they mentioned these should be zeros. Okay. And over here should actually be the correct amounts that the state was withheld, local, and Medicare. All right. Now, why would they do this? From my understanding, it's because they don't mind paying the state whatever it is that they paid. Okay. The local stuff, Social Security should be there, Medicare withheld. Okay. But over here, they don't want anything out of their wages. Okay. Medicare, social, and especially here, they're federal. All right. So, according to the people that walked me through this is how you basically want to set it up. You're giving the state their money, but you're keeping this over here. You don't want any taxes. Here, you're basically paying. Here, you want everything that was paid here back. Okay. Talk with your professional before doing anything. All right. So once again, it says the amounts shown on line 7 amounts or line 8 are the best of my estimates for wages or payments made to me. And so this is what was made to you. Tax withheld by my employer or the payer. So you're making an estimate. Obviously, you can get the real information from there and plug it in accordingly. But you're basically telling them that, yeah, I don't want, this shouldn't have been taxed. Okay. 9, how did you determine the amounts on line 7 or 8? Okay. Employer data and records. Or, I guess, whatever. Rough estimate. Explain your efforts to obtain Form W-2 or those, or blah, 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 corrected. Was never sent one. Okay. Or was filled out in error or was denied. All right. So it goes through and talks about, so let's see here. Let's get number 7. Enter your total wages received. Okay. Enter the amount of federal income tax withheld from your wages for the year. Enter the taxable amount of your distribution. So the taxable amount on line 8. B, okay. Check this box if you're unable to compute your taxable distribution. So B, 8B. Okay, well, that's if you use the 1099-R taxable amount. All right. So most people are going to probably be W-2. So I guess by entering 0, you're basically telling them that your wages and compensation should not have been taxed. Social Security shouldn't have been taxed. Medicare and wages, nope, nope. And your federal income tax, 0. You want it to be 0. Okay. So then it looks like then they're just saying that, yes, all of this over here with the state is fine. All right. So that is a rough run through for the 4852. And as this is education, we'll let you guys know how people utilize this and what transpires. So we are not telling you to do something or not do something. We're just saying this is education. This is what we've been told. Some people have already done this. They brought it to me and they wanted me to share it with you guys. So that's it. This is how you either update, correct, or redo your W-2 initial filings for that particular or the current year. And it has been reported that people have gotten a refund of their taxes. Now, could you do the same thing with the state? Don't know. I would like to say probably. And yes, I don't mind anybody saying that they want to pay the state, local, whatever. But if you feel so moved, this would probably be a way. Now, the correct way could be just to put in all zeros, well, not all zeros, but in the correct places. We don't know that as of yet. Like I said, this only came to me within the last week. I'm just sharing you guys this. So, but let's answer the big question. Have I done this personally? No. Why not? Because all of my stuff is set up different. All right. So I'm not a normal employee and this and that, and my structure is set up to be tax exempt, all that stuff. So I don't have this. So once again, use your own discernment, vet your own information. And if this applies to you, then by all means, use it. All right. That being said, check out Black Site 32 for more information, updates, files, and information on when I'm going to be doing the seminars. those should be coming soon. And yes, I know I'm behind. I've not got to them yet, but I've almost got everything ironed out. Takes a little bit more time, and I have very little of it for regular stuff, even my own stuff. All right. So back to work. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great one. Thanks for watching.